Okay, so really quickly, Gary, just to confirm that this is completely anonymous, no names, but what I have done is I've explained to you the questions I'm going to ask and the process, the fact that I'm going to video it, but you're out of focus. You don't have to admit to anything, say anything, we're just going to have a discussion about begging, and you're happy for me to film it, yeah? Okay. So, can you just say yes, actually?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So, what makes people beg? Why do people beg?
Well, I don't know about other, but for me,
Yeah.
I beg when I've got no money
Yeah,
and I've got no other means of getting any,
yeah.
and just hope that someone's kind enough to give me a few quid.
Okay. So, what sort of makes people beg? Why do people beg?
Well, I'd say because I spend all their money on alcohol or drugs,
Yeah.
or they're literally in not getting any benefits
Yeah.
or any sort of income, and they don't want to steal. So they turn to begging, I would say. That's what I do.
Okay, so if people can't beg, what do they do instead if they're desperate?
No, that's a difficult one because I've been nicked for begging, taken to court for it twice. Not aggressive begging, just sitting there, too embarrassed to face people because of what I'm doing. So I pull my hood up and hopefully someone will put some money in the cup. And I've been taken to court twice for it. Well, that puts me off a bit. That puts me off. Because it's going through the police station, just the aggravation, over nothing. That's why I don't do it. But I know, saying that, I do it sometimes still. I'd say, but I feel like I'm committing a big crime. I do. I can't wait to get away, just in case the police come along.
Other people, if they couldn't beg, what would they do
If they couldn't beg?
Yeah.
Well,
They've still got to...
depending on their might commit crime, petty crime, maybe, shoplifting, something like that. They couldn't beg. I think that's the only way. Is either get a job, if they could, be a bit more sensible with their benefits if they get them, and or commit crime. Unless they just go without everything completely.
Quite often people's drivers towards begging are, you mentioned earlier, some people who do the begging have got issues like alcohol and drugs.
Drugs, yeah, that's very true. As I say, they spend all their benefits on drugs. I've done it myself, and then I'm left to beg because I don't really want to steal because I don't want to go through the aggravation of going to court and probably getting, because I've got quite a bit of previous, and it just seems like a lot of hassle.
So hang on a minute, we know each other, so you and we can be honest and open. You're not, so both of us have been abused, both abusers. What you're saying to me though is that you've been through the criminal justice system a few times.
Yeah.
You don't want
over drugs,
but you don't want to go there. You don't want to get involved in all that sort of stuff again that takes you back there. You're begging because you have a need.
yeah.
And but that begging is stopping you doing all the silly things that perhaps got
Oh,
you into trouble.
yeah.
And now they're punishing you for begging.
Yeah,
And you've been to court twice over it.
I've been twice, yeah. Arrested, taken to the police station, searched, kept in the cells overnight, taken to court in the morning, and then on both occasions I got a time served, which was a couple of days in custody.
But I'm really curious about this thing where I'm with somebody right now who's been through the criminal justice system umpteen times, doesn't want to go back there, isn't not doing the things to put him back there, has found something that actually doesn't hurt anyone or harm anyone, and then you end up back in the criminal justice system.
Oh, yeah.
I just find that.
Well, you know, I couldn't believe it. The officers that actually arrested me for it, I've got no warning. They didn't even see me begging. Although they did exaggerate and said that I was moving the cup around and calling to people, which was a complete lie. In fact, I've run into the police a few times, but these two particular coppers, I just turned to hatred over what they did for the nature of the crime. And the way they treated me, well, the cuffs was on very tight. I was kept in the back of a police van while they was having a chit-chat with each other for about 15 minutes. And, I didn't feel that they was doing it because they wanted to stop. Well, it's not a big crime, although it is a crime, I suppose. It's been passed through Parliament, hasn't it? The Elms Act. And I just felt it was pure spite. Just out of pure vindictiveness and spite. That's why they done it.
So, not talking about yourself though, now, but when people have been through that and they're trying hard not to go back to criminality, they're using another method of generating money to feed whatever they need to feed, and then they're punished. Is that not going to push some people towards going back to criminality?
Yeah, yeah, it would. I suppose it would.
So if people
I mean, the
can't
reason
go,
why I don't go back to criminal, all that, because I've grown up a bit. And you know, it's like last time when I went in jail. I said to them, look, don't bang me up with some 20-something-year-old. I said, put me with someone more my age, you know. And that's what I don't like about jail. I kind of feel like I've grown out of it. Unless I've done a big crime, which is hard to do nowadays, and could get away with that. But that's one of the reasons. That's one of the reasons. And what was that again?
It's about people not being able to beg. I'm not condoning begging. No one's condoning begging. But by punishing people and putting them in jail for begging, when they're begging because they're trying not to do previous criminal activity.
Yeah, they've broken it down to the smallest equation to get some money as harmless as possible without hurting anybody or hurting anybody.
And yet you're punished for
and you're punished for that. Yeah.
So do you think the universal credit and the way that's come in, do you think that's increased the amount of people that are begging now?
Well, I don't get that yet. I don't get any benefits at the moment. And from what I've heard through the grapevine is that a lot of people are not getting as much as what they were getting. And they are struggling a bit more. Even people, they've got to pay bills and that, they're struggling a bit more. And even just in general. And maybe everyone wouldn't turn to begging, but I would say homeless people would probably turn to a bit of begging.
So when people, what's your uptake on the street about people who are having to manage their benefits when they're having it fortnightly before to having it monthly now? How's that working out?
I don't know, Dave, because I haven't been through that yet. I haven't experienced that one yet. But even I struggle with 2 weeks when I was getting benefit. And this is also another thing that's going to happen now. When people do get nicked for begging, 24 hours in custody, and if they do get benefits, and they're begging because they're really struggling, is going to stop. So then that's going to make things worse.
So because they're in prison for a couple of days or a day or what have you, that's going to have an impact on their benefits?
Yeah, that's how mine got stopped. Just for being kept in custody for less than 48 hours.
So in custody for less than 48 hours?
And my benefits were stopped over that.
And you were begging because you needed...
Yeah.
You couldn't make this up, could you, half the time?
don't mind being told to move on and that, but to actually, and then they come back and you're still there, okay, fair enough. But as only through my experience, when I've been arrested for it, handcuffed, waiting for the van, and all I'll say is these two particular coppers, they were just spiteful,
Okay.
and
So maybe
and-
we should be
and-
training the police to be a bit more empathetic towards people who are begging, and have a bit more of an understanding rather than just getting the truncheon.
I would say most of them would, but like these two in particular, you know,
Well, we
I just felt like I hated the whole police force because of that. And I've had a lot of run-ins with the police in the past, and I haven't really held any grudges against them. But this particular time I did.
So we're not going to go silent. Right, okay, I'm going to switch that off.